Hello, my name is Rodney. I'm from the PO Gamer Kyrgyzstan YouTube channel. Today, it's another time for my Fright Night Fridays video. This is a series where I pick up a book, video game, movie, or anything else that's horror related, and I basically tell you my experiences with it. I'll tell you about kind of like how I happened upon it, and what I think about the movie. I try to avoid any spoilers most of the time. Sometimes I'm more successful than others. But today, I'm talking about a movie I have seen. Gosh. I've read this movie so many times I could not count. I've watched it almost every time it came on, like HBO or Showtime or something like that when I was younger. And once I bought it on DVD, I've if you could wear a DVD out, I would have worn it out. And that is Fright Night. This is not the remake. This is the original from the 80s, I believe. I actually looked this up. I think it's, 85. I started to say 84, but no. 1985, I believe this was released. It might have been 86. But the copyright on the back says 1985. Basically, very simple story. You have a guy lives in a house. This family lives in a house. The son is really big into horror movies. This guy moves in next door. He thinks he's a vampire, and he basically it finds out he is a vampire, and he gets this like horror movie. This what is this guy? He basically does like horror movie shows. Like he introduces it kind of like what Elvira does. If you don't know who Elvira is, you should look her up. She's awesome. But basically, he's like a host for horror movies, and he basically tries to get this guy to come help him prove it's a vampire and killing him and all this other stuff. That's a very simplistic, very quick run through of the story. The movie has comedy, has action, has pretty much almost. It's got all the stereotypical things in a horror movie. Like it's got like the guy's name is Alucard. It's like Alucard, okay, and like the guy sees the name, he looks at it, and he goes, oh, Dracula, and it's just so. I mean, it's so corny and cheesy, but it is so good. I mean, does this one have my receipt in it where I bought it? I do not believe so. Yeah, because like what I used to, I'd buy a lot of movies at one time, and I'd stick the movie in one of them. But this is one that has a side A and a side B. At this time, you had the full screen on one side, and you had the widescreen on the other side. So, but this movie, how I remember finding out about it. I found out about it in probably, I'd say the very early 90s, maybe the very late 80s. I remember, I believe it was on USA Up All Night with Rhonda Shear and Gilbert Gottfried. I love USA Up All Night. That's one of the few things I still miss about cable. Is when they, I actually remember when Rhonda Shear and Gilbert stopped doing it, and they just did the USA Up All Night like little transition screens, and it just wasn't the same. But I think I saw it on that originally, and it's all edited and everything. There's not really much in the movie. Is it? Is it rated R? Yeah, it is rated R. So it's a little edited, but not like, oh my god, they took out all this stuff, because it's not a horrible movie. I mean, like as in like language and stuff like that. But anyways, and I remember seeing, and like you never catch it. Like when it's on stuff like that, you never catch it right as it comes on. You catch it like halfway through or at some weird part. And I was like, I gotta see if I can figure out what this is. So I remember going to the movie store and looking for like anybody that was in the movie, and I never could find it. Well, because this is the cover of it. You cannot tell anything. Like at that time, I don't remember anybody's names and movie actors. I barely remember any of them now. Like I remember like Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, and beyond that, I'm kind of like, think that's a movie actor or actress. But so I did not remember. I did not these cloud things is not in the movie. I don't think. But but eventually, I believe I saw it on HBO not long after that, and on HBO it generally tells you the name of it before it comes on. I was like, oh okay, we've got a horror movie coming on, Fright Night. And I watched and I saw. I was like, this is it, Fright Night. That's the name of the movie. So I think I watched it that night, and the next weekend I actually rented it and watched it again, and it was. I love this movie. Me and my brother, this is another one of the horror movie that me and him would watch together and share, and it was just so good. I remember there's a certain number of films that like me and him both really enjoy, and this is one of them. And I remember we watched this thing. Like me and my brother, we like I've said before, we always stayed up really late at night. I mean, we'd turn on whatever movie channel was on and just watch movies all night long, and it was great. Because I mean, we were both big into movies. We both rented movies every weekend, and it's just part of my childhood that it's one of the few things that I wish I could go back and do again. But right now, that's very difficult to do. But Fright Night. This is a movie that is part of that time in my life, and it's actually stands up today. The acting is good, the corniness in the movie is good. It's like they walk this line that if they go too far either way really, because it doesn't take itself too seriously, and if they go either too far either way, it just goes to complete cheese, and they walk that line so good that it's almost believable. I mean, it's like they had the comedy moments and they had the horror moments and all this stuff that's in it, and it's so good. I mean, it's a vampire movie, so you have the stereotypical, the crypt and the coffin with the dirt and them basically defiling the coffin and everything, or blessing it. I can't remember what the proper term for it was, but and it's all the cliches in most vampire movies. I mean, this has them in it, and a lot of times they're just corn. I mean, you're kind of like, oh yes, they did that, because like it's like they put it in for the classic horror movie fan, and that's why I'm a huge fan of the classic horror movies, and that's probably the reason I like this so much. But if you've never seen this, check it out. It is very, very good. This movie is between this and Monster Squad. I honestly couldn't tell you which one I like more, but they're very close together. And I think I've seen this one more than Monster Squad, but Monster Squad's another movie, is one of the few movies that me and my brother would watch together, no matter when it come on or when we ever saw it. We'd both watch it. But hope you enjoyed my video. I'll see you guys next week with another Fright Night Fridays video. And as always, till next time. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked the video, go ahead and give me a like. If you'd like to see more from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I release at least 2 videos a week. Most of the time I release more. Leaving a comment actually helps me a lot. Helps me know what you'd like, dislike, or would like to see on my channel. So go ahead and leave me a comment. If you would like to get in touch with me, have any questions, anything like that, you can go ahead and email me at vmail@pogamer.com. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time.